Good morning friends. Today we will start new lesson, that is lesson number 6, triangles. In this lesson we need to learn some important basic points, that is first is what is meant by similar triangles or similar figures, then we will see what is meant by similar triangles. And before that, before going toward the similar triangles, we need to study very important property of triangle, that is basic proportionality theorem, which is theorem number 6.1, very important theorem. It also called as Thales theorem. In this lesson, first we need to understand what is meant by similar figure. Any polygon, when you consider two polygons at a time, but they have to have same sides. If you consider pentagon, then another has to be pentagon. If you consider any quadrilateral, then another has to be quadrilateral. So any polygon with same number of sides, and if you compare angles and sides of those two polygons, here when the polygons are similar, then the corresponding angles of both the polygons has to be congruent, and the corresponding sides has to be in proportion. So similarity means, similar figures means त्याचे करस्पॉन्डिंग अँगल्स कॉन्ग्रुएंट असले पाहिजेत आणि करस्पॉन्डिंग साइड्स प्रोपोर्शन मध्ये असले पाहिजेत. आपण 9th स्टँडर्ड मध्ये वी हॅव लर्नड इन 9th स्टँडर्ड कॉन्ग्रुएन्सी. व्हॉट इज मीन बाय कॉन्ग्रुएंट ट्रायंगल्स? व्हेन 3 sides are congruent with 3 corresponding sides of another triangle, and 3 angles are congruent with 3 corresponding angles, and 3 sides are also congruent. In congruency, all 6 elements, 3 sides and 3 angles of one triangle are congruent with corresponding sides and corresponding angles of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. And now we will learn similar triangles or similar figures. When two triangles or two figures are similar, then their corresponding angles are congruent and corresponding sides are in proportion. What is meant by sides in proportion? So sides are in proportion means the ratio of corresponding sides has to be equal. For example, if you take any two triangles, suppose this triangle ABC and another triangle PQR. Now the sides, let us take 8, 10 and 12, and here 4, 5 and 6. If you consider sides and that if you take the ratio of corresponding sides, so AB is corresponds to PQ, so AB upon PQ is 8 upon 4, that is 2 upon 1. Sides वेगवेगळे आहेत. See, 8 and 4, 10 and 5, 12 and 6, but the ratio of corresponding sides is equal. AC upon PR is equals to 10 upon 5. It is again 2 upon 1. See, sides are different, but the ratio is same. And now BC, third side, upon QR is again 12 upon 6. It is again 2 upon 1. So from this we can see that this ratio AB upon PQ is equals to AC upon PR is equals to BC upon QR, because ratio of corresponding sides is same, 2 upon 1, 2 upon 1 and 2 upon 1. So this is how we can say that sides are in proportion. And angles, if this is of 70 degree, this is 60 degree, then it should be 50 degree. So same, Q 50, P 70 and this is 60. So from these two figures we can say that angles are congruent, sides are not congruent but sides are in proportion. So when you consider any two polygons and if angles are corresponding angles are congruent and corresponding sides are in proportion, then the two polygons are similar. Now this is regarding any polygon. Further in this lesson we will focus on similarity of triangles, and when we consider similarity of triangles, there are 6 elements, 3 sides and 3 angles. But just we have learnt in 9th standard that criterion for congruency. Similarly here we will learn some criterions for similar triangles. Now only based on this, that is corresponding sides are in proportion and corresponding angles are congruent, then the figures are similar. Depending upon this we will solve exercise number 1, very simple one. So exercise 6.1. I will not write the question, I will directly write the answer. I will read it. We will read it. Question number 1. It is only to fill in the blanks from the correct, using the correct word given in the brackets. So sub question 1. What is the filling? First question. All circles are. See, एकदम सिंपल डेफिनेशन इन मराठी आय कॅन से, एकदम साध्या भाषेमध्ये, ज्या दोन फिगर साईज मध्ये वेगवेगळे आहेत पण शेप सारखा आहे, दिसायला सेम आहेत, त्यांची साईज मात्र वेगवेगळी आहे. एक छोटं सर्कल, एक मोठं सर्कल. सो एनी टू सर्कल्स आर ऑलवेज सिमिलर. If you take 4 centimeter radius circle and 10 centimeter radius circle, so both the circles have same shape but different radii, that is different size. Size different आहे, shape same आहे, तर ते दोन फिगर्स सिमिलर असतात. आणि कॉन्ग्रुएंट म्हणजे काय? दोन फिगर्स एकमेकावरती तंतोतंत एक्झॅक्टली कोइन्सिडेंट. इफ द टू फिगर्स आर कोइन्सिडेंट ऑन each other or one another, then the figures are congruent. That is the difference. सिमिलरिटी मध्ये आणि कॉन्ग्रुएन्सी मध्ये हाच डिफरन्स आहे. सिमिलरिटी मध्ये दोन फिगर कोइन्सिडेंट व्हायला पाहिजे असं काही नाहीये. दे हॅव टू हॅव सेम शेप, साइज मे बी डिफरंट. सो सर्कल्स आर ऑलवेज सिमिलर. सो ऑल सर्कल्स आर सिमिलर. सो पहिल्याच आन्सर लिहितो मी फक्त सिमिलर अँड अंडरलाइन इट, हायलाइट इट. Sub question 2. All squares are, see, if you take one square and if you take a square bigger one, all angles are of 90 degree. All for this square also angles are 90 degree. That means angles are congruent. If the side is 4 4 4 and this is 6 6 6, then the ratio is 4 upon 6, that is 2 upon 3, 4 upon 6, 2 upon 3, 4 upon 6, 2 upon 3. That means all squares have angles congruent. Corresponding angles are congruent because they are of 90 degree. And sides, if you take any side and if you take the ratio of corresponding sides, it will be same. So for any two squares or any number of squares, we can say that angles are congruent and sides are in proportion. And therefore question number 2 is all squares are again similar. Third question is, it is actually definition, no sorry, third, all dash dash triangles are similar, equilateral or isosceles. So if you take any two equilateral triangles, for equilateral triangle all angles are 60 degree. मग एका इक्विलॅटरल ट्रायंगलचे 60-60 आहेत 3 अँगल, आणि दुसरा मोठा घेतला तरी त्याचे अँगल्स 60 डिग्रीच असणार. सो इफ यू टेक दिस ABC, all sides are equal, let it be 5 centimeter 5 centimeter 5 centimeter, and angles of each angle of equilateral triangle is 60 degree. And if you take another equilateral triangle with greater side PQR, again the angles are 60 degree 60 degree 60 degree. You can take any size, suppose 7 centimeter 7 centimeter 7 centimeter. So AB upon PQ will be 5 upon 7, BC upon QR will be 5 upon 7, and AC upon PR is also 5 upon 7. So ratio equal आहे, म्हणजे corresponding sides are in proportion and all angles are congruent, therefore all equilateral triangles are similar. So here equilateral is your answer. Fourth one is, it is actually a definition, the polygons of the same number of sides are similar if their corresponding angles are congruent. First fill in the blanks, and second, and B, their corresponding sides are proportional. Corresponding sides are proportional. So these are the fill in the blanks. So this is depending upon the corresponding sides are in proportion and corresponding angles are congruent. Now sub question number 2. Give different examples of two different examples of pair of first similar triangles or similar figures. So you can say two equilateral triangles, similar figures, two equilateral triangles, you can say two squares. Now you one more, two circles of different radii. So these are the examples of similar figures. Sub question 2, non-similar figures. Non-similar figures, you can say first example, square with trapezium, square and trapezium cannot be similar. Second example, you can take triangle and circle or triangle and rectangle. So in this way you can give two examples of similar figures and two examples of non-similar figures. Now here last question is question number 3. What is it? Very simple. State whether the following quadrilaterals are similar or not. So by observing the figures we can see that corresponding side, see 1.5 upon 3, 1.5 upon 3. So you can say corresponding sides ratio 1.5 upon 3 is 15 upon 30, that is 1 upon 2. So all ratios are 1 upon 2. That means one condition is satisfied. All corresponding sides are in proportion, but if you look at the angles are not congruent. And that's why one condition is satisfied. all sides are in proportion, but another condition must be satisfied, that is angles are congruent, but in these two quadrilaterals corresponding angles are not congruent, therefore the quadrilaterals are not similar. So you can write the answer like this. I will write the answer here. Question number 3. In given quadrilaterals, corresponding sides are in proportion, but corresponding angles are not congruent. Therefore, given quadrilaterals are not similar. So here ends the exercise 6.1. Now second exercise is totally dependent upon basic proportionality theorem. So first we will prove basic proportionality theorem, very simple theorem. I will prove that in a separate video, single video. Then next video will be exercise 6.2, which is totally dependent on basic proportionality theorem. So we will meet in the next video again to solve the basic proportionality theorem. If you like my videos, like it, share it, subscribe it, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will receive all notifications about my new videos. आपण परत पुढच्या व्हिडिओमध्ये भेटूया. वी विल मीट इन द नेक्स्ट व्हिडिओ. टिल देन, बाय बाय, टेक केअर, हॅव अ नाईस डे. थँक्यू.